Hello everyone, welcome back to Positron Plays Pyre. We're to continue our journey here. Also note that I'm still just a little bit under the weather here, so apologies if I stumble over the narration at all, but let's continue here. Alright, so we're going to be heading to the northern areas towards Hamatha's sister's crew. Just taking a brief look around to see if there's... Ooh. Sup, Dalbert? They deliberately crashed into his father, yet you still addressed him in such a cordial manner. Now, Almar, I'm certain this was an honest accident. It appears no lasting damage has been done. Please, take the helm, as I should go and start to pick up all the fallen artifacts which shook free from the walls after the impact. Perhaps some of these old heirlooms may yet be repaired with adhesive drawn from certain flora we may find along our long and difficult quest. Damn you, Nightwings, you stay away from us. Boy, I still feel really bad for those guys. Like, I don't want to throw a match against them, necessarily, but... Boy, I really wish we could do something to help them. I feel like they're kind of deserving of just an attitude alone. Gloom hangs thick above the pit of Melith and all around it. You're brave to seek your adversaries here again, reader. Many in the downside believe it to be nothing more than a foul den. Take the tales of Islak, the Astral-born, to be mythology embellished through retelling over time. Star Titan. You've met others, such as the Witch, who believe otherwise. Although whichever their beliefs, I know none of who would go near the place unless the stars demanded it. Thus shall your right against the essence take place in complete secrecy, as always the rights have. Interesting. Alright, so we got a couple of places we could head here. Take a brief spin up north first. I don't think there's going to be any new locations that have popped up here, but it doesn't take too long to fly around, and it's kind of relaxing, so. Yeah, it looks like we've got all the little nodes here so far. Hello, friends. Oh, no, not you again. This is really gonna hurt again, isn't it? Just leave this wretched knight in peace. He wants nothing more to do with you, so go away. Oh my. Poor Pyre hearts. What is this? We can't, like, land here or anything, huh? It's curious. Have I mentioned lately how absolutely gorgeous this game is? Good God. Alright, let's head back down and find a landing place here, see where we want to settle down. Looks like we had a few options. So, Cold Moat. Sir Gillman believes the conditions here are right to train in the ways of the Sea Dominion. Plaguemont. Ricky believes this route should be clear if you wish for your vocations. That's definitely in the running. The Lone Minstrel may knows of a task along this route which may earn you Stardust. Ooh. That's also tempting. So I'm guessing this gives us some sort of buff to movement or something like that. This obviously gives us the vocations, and this will give us some Stardust. I'm gonna go with the vocations. I still feel like that's the best option for the way I've been playing. We got a page revealed as well. You return to the dismal region known as Flagging Hands. Straight away you sense an air of dread, yet cling to hope that you can make your stay as brief as possible. You and your fellow exiles have time to yourselves before the day is done. Nonetheless, the dismal environs soon take their toll on everyone. Ooh, -1 hope. Maybe we would get... we wouldn't have the hope penalty if we landed where Sir Gillman wanted to go. Oh, and the Beyonder Crystal seeks Sir Gillman, so we have a ton to do here. Let's read this page first. In the words of Molten Millith, Wild Witch. Beyond the valley lies the Flagging Hand, which could be called a swamp, if an entire sea could merely be a lake. Soon after our arrival, several of us fell into a dark despair. Such were the environs. I found it rather fascinating, though. It held aspects reminiscent of the southern bogs we dwelt in as a tad. We grew accustomed to the dampness of the air and grew to savor certain twigs and beetles. It can be said the Flagging Hands are an acquired taste, recommendable only for those Our same bent, or perhaps the downside's native imps. The sea surrounded the environs on 3 sides, appearing insurmountable at first. Check out the Beyonder crystal here. I'm just curious to see if Sandra has anything. Oh, my best friend in all the world, come visit me again. Does it make you uncomfortable, perhaps, that I should call you thus? Perhaps you think that you do not yet know me very well, but I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come visit me like this. You're not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. She laughs to herself. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within a book for 837 years or so. Especially if one is wont to pry a little, you understand, for it gets rather boring here. I know all about you, an old farmer who vowed to help their friends be free again, only to end up spending all their time talking to an apparition stuck in a stone. I only know about your loves or lack thereof, about your favorite pastimes, certain habits you may somewhat loathe to admit. Fear not, of course, I use this special knowledge only as a means to entertain myself, I think. And if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance like so many of your predecessors. As for the other Beyonders, they are as wraiths to me. There must seem to all those idiots with whom you consort. I cannot confide as easily in my own kind as I am able to confide in you. But I suppose that I have said too much. Thank you as ever for the visit. You've given me a lot to think about, more than you know. Interesting. Well, let's go into the scribe trial here. I believe this was Sir Gillman's trial? Yeah. You think that dimwit of a worm has any chance? Perhaps you're correct, though I put a little stock in him myself. Though let us bring him forth. Soon Sir Gillman appears in heat of the summons. Master Reader, is this knight perchance in trouble for something? No, Sir Gillman, it's just, it's training time. Their aura trails can wall off their adversaries. I should probably try that a bit. So it could be a good time to play around with Sir Gillman as well. We really haven't had too much of an opportunity to do so when it's not kind of intense. As you will, Your Highness. Your Highness, I like the sound of that, though flattery shall get you nowhere here. Demonstrate your competence to me then, Worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own, though under the guidance of your lovely reader. Of course, Your Highness, this knight accepts your challenge. I love Sir Gillman. Alright. Ooh, not a good start. So those have a trail as well. Boy, they are quite aggressive here. They're just guarding the orb. That's interesting. I'm not quite sure how to get in there. Oh, here we go. They're gonna advance now. Damn. This one's gonna be tough, I think. We snuck in there once. They only have 35. They only have 50 total to start. Kind of want to like trap them. It's tough though. Ooh, damn. Oh, they're gonna sneak right in there. Yeah, I'm actually not so sure how to effectively use Sir Gillman in combat. Alright, we can sneak through here. He's very quick though. That helps quite a bit. Forget, did he have a salute benefit? I wish his aura was a little bigger. So it's really tough. We're gonna get scored on here, I think. Yeah, it's really tough to. Okay, I need to not even try that at this point. I think I just gotta sneak in and win. Use his speed. Almost botched that one. Yeah, it's very, very tough to actually land his attack. There we go. And we'll sneak in. Oh no, we won't! Oh, bummer. Thought I was gonna be able to get in there. He is very good at killing orb carriers, though. Like, whoa! What is that enemy? We've never failed a scribe trial before. I don't intend to start now. There we go. That was rough. Yeah, so he's exceptionally good at killing orb carriers and then regaining distance, I think. Like, he's very, very quick. He can get in there and get that quick burst. Probably set up more traps as well. Huzzah, this knight prevails. No choice but to concur with that assessment, Worm. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Alright, let's see what we get here. Achievement unlocks Sandra's favorite. Interesting. How many times I've called her Sandra and how many times I've called her Sandra. Tonight he's humbled after having passed that sorcerer's test. By the scales of Under King Oris, what is it you have? Oris' scale. Sir Gillman jumps farther than usual, by 30%. Seems pretty solid, actually. Yeah, we can equip that. We'll have to put this Ashen Coal on someone here. We haven't really used Tizo much at all, huh? Can I get their, I want to see their other stats. Like, how can I see how many rights they've been on? Do we get to see that stat here? Maybe not. Oh, wait a minute. Was there? Okay, I thought I saw another sparkling there. Alright, let's survey Plague Vine. We should be able to do vocations. Volunteers survey the poison lands around the Black Wagon together with Ruki and Jodariel. Come on then, chum. Jodariel's been waiting for us. This is actually very interesting, because what if you had sent one of them home? Would it be Headwind and one of them, perhaps? Search turns up nothing much of note, though wandering with Ruki and Jodariel provides reprieve from a long day on the road. Together you return to your wagon in somewhat better spirits. You should have time remaining from which you may pursue your vocations. Alright, so we get the usual. We can get resources. We can study in private. Yeah, it's interesting. Small global bonuses. I wonder... Boy, I'm really tempted to just do this once to know if it's a one-time bonus or if it's like a permanent bonus. I think we'll try it. We should explore the options. We know for a fact what this does, but let's actually try this study in private. Just because we've never done it. Find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites. Undivided attention, though through great understanding comes the reader's influence. Attribute bonuses you bestow on all your fellow exiles who participates in the rites. The triumvir whose reader is well attuned to the book has an inherent edge against its adversaries. Oh, okay, so I think these are permanent. So we can train in spirit, celerity, or tenacity. Ooh. We can also train in glory once we train in the other ones. That's interesting. So do we want hope, quickness, or presence? I think we want to do presence. I like the idea of having bigger auras, more defensive capabilities. You tune yourself to the strange and mystic properties of the Book of Rites, embracing such as possible that which cannot be explained or truly known. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Gain the reader's influence, tenacity. All Nightwings gain +1 presence. Damn. So that's actually a really compelling alternative to the vocations. I still think, to the mentoring. I still think the mentoring might be slightly better because those abilities that you learn are kind of transformative, but I will say that these are definitely pretty potent. I'm gonna downberry. I guess this provides us with a little bit of money here. Alright, Jodariel has something on her mind. Find Jodariel seemingly deep in thought. You consider whether even to bother her. Your presence is not unwelcome, reader. Remain a moment, please. He stares at you for some time. Today marks the beginning of my 16th year in exile. Oh my goodness. You look back at her and remain silent. You sense that all she wants from you right now is for you to listen. I've kept count, put notches in this breastplate of mine for each passing day. It's actually interesting, you see the little scratches there. Notice how much it has frayed. 16 years, reader. You smiled there for a moment. The orphans whom I fostered were long since fully grown. Some of them are likely gone. Many of them spoke of how they longed to one day serve with me on the blood border. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if I still were captain. Could I have protected them? Could I have made a difference? Think not. Commonwealth and the High Wing remnants, they have fought eternally. Those such as I have come and gone throughout the age. I catch myself feeling pity for my years, but then had I remained there on the blood border, it is unlikely I would have lived to see this day. She looks at you again. You know why they cast me down? I was a decorated captain. They said I was the best. She closes her eyes a moment before she continues. One day it was a standard patrol, but I ran across a pack of harp fledglings, fully armed and preparing for a strike, but all on their own. They were nothing for my regiment. We ensnared them all and took them in. Considerable prize. They were not yet conditioned and could be made to talk. When the order came down that they were to be executed, I could not bring myself. Commonwealth, priding itself on mercy, committing such acts through one such as me, it was unconscionable. So I thought then, at least in my younger years, I let the damn birds go. Made no claims to the contrary and turned myself in. Cast down the following week, 16 years ago. Thus my enemies had the last laugh in that exchange. If I were faced with the same choice again today, I do not know for certain that I would have chosen just the same. Now then, I shall go and mark this occasion as I have always done. Be well, reader. She heads out of the wagon alone. So she was sent to exile for showing them mercy. I wonder if they have any relation to Pamitha's group specifically. I think we'll pause there for now. We'll continue our journey next time, so we'll probably hit the right in the next section of this as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Did click like, helps a ton, and I will see you soon.